Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for January 2020. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, of course, Venus. We're going to see what's happening with our Aquarius darlings in the month ahead in the area of love and romance. Cross watchers, my dears, I have your back. I know some of you are upset or disappointed because I stopped doing the cross watcher videos. I'm going to be addressing you guys throughout the video here and there as messages come up for you. It's just, it was way too much to do all the different videos, channeling, love, weekly forecast, the private readings. It was just too much burnout. But I will incorporate cross-watcher messages in here with the Aquarius as well, guys. Okay? So cards kind of seem like there's a bit of a start stop energy. So let's see what that's about. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. First card. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Alrighty. So Ace of Cups right off the bat. This is really good. Okay, this is really good. This is passion. This is love. This is fulfillment. And so when the Ace of Cups comes up, some of you have heard me say in previous readings that it's a really big breakthrough. The aces in general for me are breakthroughs and shifts. But when I see Ace of Cups, it's an emotional breakthrough. And you're finally changing your lesson karma with the universe. Like, we all have the situation where we're like, oh my God, why do I keep dating the same loser or the same jerk or the same narcissist? Like relationship after relationship, it's the same person in a different body, right? Like, or why do I keep having the same boss at every job I go to? We have something repeating. When Ace of Cups comes up, we've broken out of that cycle because we've been like, universe, I'm done, I'm over it, I learned my lesson, I know what the red flags are, I'm never going to feel this way again. I'm done feeling this way. Universe says, awesome. Aquarius has woken up. Aquarius is ready for happiness. Aquarius doesn't need that aggravation to wake them up. Aquarius doesn't need that aggravation for them to learn. They're ready to learn from happiness, accomplishment, success, all the positive stuff. So when I see Ace of Cups come up in a love reading, it tells me there's a significant soulmate relationship, but this person is coming in to teach you from joy, to teach you from love. So instead of being like, oh my goodness, universe, no more, no, I can't do this anymore. Instead of that, you're like, yes, please, more. I love this, right? So you're putting out there what you want instead of what you don't want, and you're learning through what you want instead of through what you don't want. So it's a very positive energy to have coming in. Okay, really true love energy. And gosh, see here we have now here Queen of Wands. So this might be where some of the start stop was. Queen of Wands is very passionate. Queen of Wands is also a card that comes in with a lot of action, a lot of movement. Like, I'm not gonna wait anymore. And it's different from impatience. It's more determination. So I feel, Aquarius, some of you are feeling a little bit challenged because you may feel like you're in a situation where it's requiring you, you're not chasing anybody. I want to clarify that. You're not chasing anybody, but you may feel like you're in a situation where you're having to take the initiative, or you're having to make clear to this person that, hey, yeah, I want you, So it might be something where you're kind of feeling called to action. This is a general reading, so the energies are going to apply in different ways for different ones of you. Queen of Wands for me is also always about like the passion energy, right? So sometimes what it can be when Queen of Wands comes up with Ace of Cups, you may be dealing with a soulmate who's more of a, soulmate who's going to let you kind of figure out what you like and what you want in the bedroom, okay? So maybe if you're someone that you've been a little bit more reserved, or you've been kind of out of the dating game and you've been working on yourself and you haven't really been out there in that way, there's somebody coming in that's allowing you to kind of, connect with that part of yourself and that part of your energy. Okay, somebody just might be really coming in, and you're connecting to that passion, you're connecting to that fire, you're connecting to those, you know, physical desires and physical needs. And so and like I said, for a lot of you, this could be someone like maybe in the past, you know, you've been with people who were selfish lovers, or really weren't given a whole lot. You know, this could be a situation where you're receiving that, you know, you're receiving that, or the physical aspect of things is feeling kind of loving to you, or feeling, you know, like I said, like allowing you like to be comfortable. Maybe you're becoming like a little bit more taking the lead in that area. Like maybe this is someone that's like, you're like, oh, okay, well now I feel comfortable with this person that I can, you know, I can take over. So Aquarius, I just feel like some of you, that stop, I think is like, this is someone that's coming in, or somebody that you're with, that's allowing you to feel like comfortable enough to explore that aspect of yourself. Cross watcher, I would say you're dealing with an Aquarius who maybe has just, they've been impatient. They've suffered a lot of fools, so to speak. And they're in this energy now where they're ready. They want action. Okay. They want passion. They want to feel chemistry. I think chemistry is important for Aquarius in January, but also like, I think I don't know, Aquarius, I think some of you might be like kind of getting in that physical mood. Like you might be looking for that. You might be needing that. Okay. Let's go ahead and see your next card. Oh, look at this. Who showed up to the reading? It's you, my darlings. It's you. You are here in the reading. So some of you may have heard me say this. When your major arcana card comes up in a situation, it just for me as a reader, this might not be for all of the readers. Readers read in different ways. But for me, when your major arcana card comes up in a reading, it's telling me that you have the power in this situation. Okay? You have the power in the situation. You know, your person may be waiting for you to take a move, or to let them know if you're into it or not, if you're feeling it or not. You know, it might be a situation, maybe you all work together and this person's like, the last thing I want to do is get hit with sexual harassment. The last thing I want to do is misread their signs and think that, you know, they're into me, and then I go make a move and then all of a sudden I look like an idiot. Like, they might have some fears or worries. They might feel like they're in a situation where they can't take the initiative, or maybe they're just kind of shy. Crosswatcher, your Aquarius might be trying to let you know that they're interested. So, you know, maybe in a subtle enough or like safe enough way. I mean, don't do anything aggressive or crazy. You know, Aquarius might be kind of like, you guys are waiting for each other to make a move. Like, you're just kind of like, okay, when are you going to make a move? When are you going to make a move? And I think both of you feel like, well, I've made it clear to them, or I've given them signs, but somebody's not taking a hint here. Somebody's not getting it. But when I see your major arcana card come up, it makes me feel like you have power in this situation. Okay, Crosswatcher, you may be dealing with an Aquarius that you're just absolutely gaga over, and you're just like, what in the heck? Why am I so into this person? You know, they might be thinking that you hung the moon. You know, the star card is a very you know, powerful card in general. It's just somebody very vibrant, very beautiful, very inspiring, you know, and your person might be feeling kind of like maybe you wouldn't go for them. You wouldn't be interested in them, or like you might see them as like beneath you in some way. Aquarius, that's one thing about you guys, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical. I'm not trying to stereotype. I know everybody's different, and I know your planetary placements make a big difference, but a lot of the Aquariuses that I have known tend to be pretty confident, and they tend to be really self-sufficient and really balanced in their emotions. Like, they're not going to get all hung up over somebody or something, typically, generally, right? Or at least they're not going to show that. Like, they're going to hold their head high, and they're going to like live their life in a way where like they feel like, you know, they have their self-respect and they're not groveling over anybody. And so sometimes people might get intimidated by that, and they might look at that as like, oh, well, Aquarius doesn't need me, or Aquarius doesn't care about me. And so I just think a lot of you are dealing with someone who's into you, but, you know, they just kind of might think that you're not into them, or you think that, you know, they're beneath you. And I don't think you feel that way at all, Aquarius. I do feel, though, with the Star card, a lot of the times there is a lot of physical energy here. And for whatever reason, I just feel like Aquarius is in that mood. I just feel like you guys are needing a whole lot of that. All right. So, cross watcher, if you are with this Aquarius, if you guys are already in a relationship, that might be something they would like from you, is like maybe just being expressive physically, you know, in that department. All right. The next card we have here. Oh, one more thing about the Star card. When the Star card comes up, there's a lot of messages that come up with it, but Spirit is telling me to tell you guys this. When the Star card comes up, one of the main messages is that the worst of it is behind you. Like the worst of it is over. And so this is really kind of confirming for you that Ace of Cups, that breakthrough, that maybe you've had really bad experiences with love in the past, and you haven't been interested, and you're just like, I don't have time for that mess. But whoever's coming in, like, this is something that you can really kind of begin planning the future. This is something that's going to allow you to feel, you know, free and happy and, you know, beautiful and inspired. Aquarius, some of you might be picking up somebody who's a bit of a muse for you, who's inspiring you in your life, and you may be a muse for someone else. Sometimes the roles can reverse. But when the Star card comes up, it's like you can expect for things to get better now. You can expect that you've learned your lessons, you've paid back the karma, whatever it was, whatever your situation was. It's in the past now, and now you can expect for love life to really start becoming better, and you have more power in your current situation than you realize, okay? So next here we have Page of Pentacles. So maybe something was physical, you know, maybe just something came in and you were super attracted to this person, or they were super attracted to you, and maybe there was just a whole lot of, you know, like physical chemistry. But when I see Page of Pentacles, it tells me somebody's ready to invest. You know, maybe it's not a whole lot. Maybe you're still kind of taking it slow, but somebody's ready to put in some time and some energy, but there still may be some caution. Okay, so cross watcher, you may be dealing with an Aquarius that's like wanting to take the next step with you, but they're still a little bit cautious, and they're only going to give you as much as you give them. Okay, so it's kind of like a standoff, you know. Crosswatcher, if you're somebody that you feel the same way, oftentimes like attracts like, you may have gone through those situations too. You may already be in the comments like, that's not Aquarius's energy, that's my energy. I'm the one that got burned, and I'm the one who is kind of skeptical. Well, you guys, like I said, this is a bit of a standoff. Like both of you are like, you know, waiting for the other one to make the move, and just kind of like, you know, poker faced, you know, like, you know, waiting to see who's going to put what on the table. So I feel like it's a really good idea for you guys to take this slow. And I kind of feel like this is a relationship that it's going to pick up momentum. As long as cross-watcher, or as long as your person is matching your energy, I feel that Aquarius is like, okay, all right, you know, I put something down, they put something down, okay, all right, well, I'll put a little bit more, and if the person puts down a little bit more, then it's like it starts picking up momentum. Okay, but I feel like this is two very cautious people, two people who are just kind of like, you know, like, I don't know about you just yet, but man, are you sexy? And so like you guys are giving it a chance. That's what it feels like to me. Really, really, really feels like to me. Okay, and I just feel like there's a lot of physical attraction here, a lot of physical attraction. Like I just feel like the physical chemistry is intense. All right, so next is 10 of Swords. I know this is a card that scares a lot of people, and I've said this in previous readings, and some other readers might not agree with me. They might think that I'm being a Pollyanna in some kind of way, but I have always seen 10 of Swords come up for my clients in readings over the years, even for myself. where something really wonderful is about to happen. Something is ending, but then something really wonderful is happening. And when 10 of Swords comes up, I'm sorry to say, cross-watcher, but it might not be so bad for you. I'll explain right now why. The person I'm reading for, which in this case is Aquarius, you all are the one who's making the decision to put an end to something that's been holding you back. Now, what this could be, and and again, I'm not trying to be overly positive. I'm telling you guys legit. I'm telling you guys real. Anybody who's had a private reading with me, you know I'm as honest as possible. If I'm like, okay, I'm really sorry to say this, but, you know, like, this is what I'm feeling. I'm being honest with you when I say this. The energy that I'm feeling with the 10 of Swords is I feel like you, Aquarius, are deciding to move forward with someone. So cross-watcher, Aquarius may be deciding to move forward with you. The 10 of Swords is you're putting an end to some cycle or pattern that's been holding you back in your love life. And for some Aquariuses, it's getting over physical issues. Like maybe like they just like were not sure about wanting to be physically intimate with someone, and they're overcoming those issues. For some of you, you're just getting out of, or you're finally breaking off or ending things with another relationship. You know, Queen of Wands can sometimes indicate a third party situation. So some Aquariuses may be breaking up with someone to start a new relationship with someone who's come in that's really turned their head and got them all hot and bothered. But I feel, Aquarius, you are cutting something out of your life to make room or to allow yourself to experience this relationship. Okay? I don't feel like this is something you're going to be sad about or mourning over. It may be bittersweet. You maybe feel kind of bad about having to do it, but ultimately you're feeling liberated when you do it. Okay, so some of you might be, you know, leaving a situation. Maybe some of you, and this is not for all of you because this is a general reading, some of you may be in a situation, because that whole coworker thing was coming up. Some of you may be like really hot and bothered by somebody that you work with, and it might be so intense where like one of you is deciding that you're going to change jobs so that you guys can pursue the relationship. Like if you feel like, well, I'm not into this job anyway, I'm not crazy about it anyway, you know, I've been thinking that, you know, I want to go somewhere and get paid more money, or I want to do something else, or, you know, there could even be that where you just have so much chemistry with someone, but you're not wanting to get involved with somebody at work, or there could be some really like strict policy about, you know, employees can't like be together in that way. It could even be that. It could be leaving a job. You know, 10 of Swords has always come up for me right before leaving a job when I worked in the corporate world. And Spirit was like, yeah, you can go. Yeah, it's time, you know. So you may be leaving a relationship. You may be living in a living arrangement where maybe you have nosy roommates or family or something, and they're like all up in your business, and you're like, I can't really date or have a social life as long as I'm here. I feel like whatever the block has been in love is being removed. Like it's done once and for all. That's what it feels like to me, my dear Aquarius. This is exciting. This is like, you know, the worst of it is over. Like it's time. It's time to do this. It's time to experience this. I think, you know, it might start off slow, but it's going to pick up momentum. All right, my darlings. I thank you so very much for watching. I encourage you to watch your moon and rising sign video or your Venus, especially if you're interested in love. Sometimes Venus might resonate more with your love energy. People always ask me, Amethyst, which one should I watch? Watch all of them for a couple of months until you have a pretty good idea of what tends to resonate with you more. Everybody's different. You know, my Venus doesn't really resonate for me in love readings a lot of the time. My moon will. But then again, my moon is on a cusp. So sometimes, you know, Taurus moon might really resonate with me, but then sometimes it doesn't, and I've got to go watch Gemini because my moon is on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini. If you don't know what your moon sign is, your Venus is, all that stuff, go ahead to cafeastrology.com, put in your info, 2 seconds, it'll tell you everything. Okay, I don't make any money by telling you guys to go there. Some people got really offended, they got really hurt, like I was trying to make money off them. You guys, Cafe Astrology has no idea who I am. It's a free website. It's easy to use. That's why I tell people to go there and to check it out. I'm sure there's other websites. I'm sure there's other ways of finding out, but that's just a really quick and easy one. Watch your weekly forecasts too. You guys know I do the love readings for you, but I try to focus on spirituality, career, other important areas of your life. So check out the weekly forecasts. If you'd like a private reading, click on the Calendly link. I'm doing private readings again. And I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you a fabulous January, my dears. Take care.